Hi guys, welcome back to Math Jamboree. We're gonna talk about circles today and how to complete them into a perfect square. So let's start. What is the center of the circle given that its equation is x squared plus y squared minus 4x minus 6y equals to 12? As you know by now, we have to always use the equation of the circle for these type of questions. So let me show you the equation of the circle in case you didn't know by now. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals to r squared, which we call the radius, as always. So let's start by writing down the x's together and the y's, which is this one and this one and this one and this one. So now x squared minus 4x, because it's a negative 4, right? And y squared minus 6y, because it's a negative 6. And the way how to solve this is divide the number, always the x's and the y's, divide the y's and the x's by 2, and whatever number you get, for instance, this will be negative 2, right? When I divide it, always square the number. So which means for you, first of all, divide it by 2 and square it. Let's do it at the bottom as well. Divide by 2, which is negative 3, and square the number. Now, keep this number in mind after you squared. Let me show you this. Plus, square the number, which is a positive 4, plus 4. And at the bottom, it's gonna be a positive 9, obviously, because negative and negative is positive. Keep in mind. And whatever you do, you add these two numbers, you will also add these two numbers in the actual equation on the other side, because whatever you do on the one side, you do it on the other side as well. So plus 4 plus 9, and then we're gonna put an equal sign next to both, open up a parentheses, x minus 2, and then squared. Remember when I said keep this number in mind after you squared it, because x times x is x squared, and negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So that means you're doing it right. You can also see if you're doing it right. You can check it, you can solve it yourself. And at the bottom, open up a parentheses, y minus 3 squared. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9, and y times y is y squared. Let's get this together. So we're gonna write down whatever we did right now. X minus 2 squared plus y plus, because on the actual equation it said plus, so we're gonna follow the equation. Y minus 3 squared equals to, then this part comes 12 plus 4 plus 9, we said, so we're gonna calculate this. Plus 4 is 25. So right now we're doing a really good job, right? So it's at negative 2, and on the actual equation it's negative h. So what does negative and negative do? Positive. So which means we have a positive 2, and as you can see, we have a negative 3 and a negative k. What does negative and negative do? Positive. So, and positive 3. So our center is right now 2 to 3, which is the choice C. That's how you do it correctly. And if it would ask you to show them the radius, in the actual equation it says r squared, right? This is r squared right now. And how to find out the radius is just by simply finding what times what gives you 25. So 5 squared is 25, so 5 is the radius. So if you, this is the radius, so I don't want to make it complicated. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below.